Hello, welcome to my channel. You can find the worksheet below this video. Let's start our lesson. First, try to simplify this exponent. Okay, let's try to do together. The first one, 3ab squared raised to 4th. And first, we need to distribute the 4 to each part and times with their exponent. And we can rewrite like 3, and because this 3, the exponent is 1, so we can times 4. A is 1, we can times to 4, and B is 2, exponent is 2, and we can times 4, and it equals to 3 to the 4th, A to the 4th, and B to the 8th. And then the 3 to the 4th is 81, and then A to the 4th, B to the 8th. Okay. Number two the same. We need to distribute the 4 to each part, and the first is -4 to the 4th square to the 4th power, and A, and 5 times 4, and for C 2 times 4, and we can get 256, A 20, and C to the 8th. And for this part, we have two steps. The first step is we need to solve this 5, and then we can times this part. So the first is -2 to the 5th, and m, and 3 times 5, and n, 4 times 5, and then we have a big bracket, and times m to the squared and n cubed, and it equals to -32 and m and 50 plus 2 and n 20 plus 3, and this one equals to -32 and m to the 17th and n to the 23rd. Number 4, we can do it here. It's -4 on x squared y cubed raised to 3rd and times 8xy to the 8th. And for this one, we can distribute 3 to each part. So it's -4 to the 3rd x, 2 times 3. For y is 3 times 3, and then times 8xy to the 8th. And for this one, it's -64 x to the 6, y to the 9, times 8xy to the 8th. And then we can get -64 times 8 times x, 6 plus 1, and y, 9 plus 8. So we can get -512 x to the 7th and y to the 17th. Okay, for number 5. And for number 5, we have A to the 3rd, B to the 4th, C to the 5th, times 3a b c squared, and then raised to 3rd. For this one, we first solve this part, and then we just copy the first big parts, and then the next part. And for 3 to the 3rd, we can get 27, and A to the 3rd, B to the 3rd, and for the C is 2 times 3, and so C is to the 6. And then we can get is 27, A, and 3 plus 3, B, 4 plus 3, C, 5 plus 6, and equals 27, A to the 6th, B to the 7th, C to the 11th. Please try to simplify the exponent by yourself. Okay, let's try to do it together. You see, there's the times and the divides together. And you need to remember one thing: if for times and for the exponent we use plus, and for the divides and for the exponent we use subtract. Okay, and for this part, and so we can first simplify the 2, and so this is 2 and is 1/2, and for d 5 times 4 is plus, and this divides 3 and we is subtract, and to raise to the second power, and that is half d, and 5 plus 4 is 9, and the subtract 3 is 6, and for 2, and we just distribute 2 to the each part and times their exponents. For this part, first part is 1 times 2, for d is 6 times 2, and this is 1/4 times d to the 12th. For second one, and we need to simplify the coefficient first. For the 16 and 8, so we know this is for 2, and then we for the coefficient and 2 and 2, and it's -4, and for a we have 5 times a squared, so we can plus 2, and divides a and -1, and for b is 3 times 6 and divide 7 minus subtract 7, and then raise to the third, and we can get is minus -4, and a 5 plus 2 is 7, and minus subtract 1 is 6, and for b 3 plus 6 is 9, and subtract 7 is 2, and raise to 3, and then we need to distribute 3 to each part and more times their exponents. And for -4, this is 1 times 3, and for a is 6 times 3, for b is 2 times 3, and then we can get -64, and a to the 18th, b to the 6th. Try to simplify this one first. Okay, let's do together. And first we need to solve the exponent in the brackets, and then we will times the part 1 and part 2 together. The first one is -5, we have k, and for this 3, and for times 2 for the exponent is plus, and divides 1, divides k, and is subtract 1, and raised to 2 second, and for part 2, and is negative k, and is 5, and plus 2 subtract 2, and over 5, so, and it's 5, and the k is 4, and raised to second, and then this is 4k, and we have -k 2/5 over 5, and then we will time these two together, and then we will solve the first part and distribute 2 to each one, and we got 25k to the 8th, and times 1/5, and times -k 2/5, and in this way we have 5 and k 8 plus 5, and we have the negative mark, and we can write at beginning, so it's -5k to 13th. Try to simplify the exponent first, and in these three problems, the exponent are expressions, not only number or variables. And for the first one, And we can do the same as the product of law, and because this is the base are the same, and this for the multiplications, and we can just add the exponents. So it's x plus y plus 2x plus 3y equals to a to the 3x plus 4y. For the next one, and this next one is division, so is subtract. So x, this is x plus 9, subtract 3 equals to x plus 6. And for the number 3, we have multiplication and division together. And the multiplication is plus, and the division is subtract. So x, 2y plus 7 plus 3y plus 2 subtract y plus 8 and equals to x, 2y plus 3y subtract y plus 7 plus 2 subtract 8 equals to x, so it is 4y plus 1. Try to simplify this exponent, and for this exponent we have variables, we have and high order exponents, and we have coefficients together. Let's see the first one. The first one, we can solve this exponent first. So we can rewrite this one, and then this is 4x to 6, and then minus 3x squared and times y. And then we can cancel this 4, and then we can cancel this 3, and then so it's negative 1/3. And this is time, and then we have x6 plus 2 times 1 and equals to negative 1/3 x to the 8th y. Number 2. First, we solve this 2 exponent first. So we can rewrite 6 and then x to the 6th, y to the 10th, or 81x 4th, y 4th. And then we can cancel 3 for the 6 and 81, so it's 2 and 27. So the coefficient is 27 and 2. And for the variables, x, so the exponent is 6 subtract 4, y is 10 subtract 4, and the result is x to the 2nd, y to the 6th. The last one, and we solve the exponent first. The first part is 9 m to the 4th and to the 6th, and the second part is negative 8 m to the 9th and to the 3rd, and times this one, and then we can cancel 9 and 8 to the 72, and it equals to, we can write the negative symbol here, and this is m, and 4 plus 9 subtract 2, for n is 6 plus 3 subtract 3, and it equals to negative m to the 11th and to the 6th.
Thank you for watching. If you like my teaching, please click the subscribe button. Please let me know your questions in comments.